What is up, guys? Angry Gamer coming at y'all again today. So I want to go ahead and talk about this little interview that I guess Sarah Bond did with Bloomberg or whatever you want to call it. And we got to break this thing down, and I'm going to give my personal opinion on how this interview did not help Microsoft at all. And it's sealing the nails in the coffin for this damn company. So let's go ahead and break it down. We're going to listen to Girl the entire time. Here we go. Xbox interview summed up in a minute.
Yeah, and one thing that I think it's important to note,
But I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves!
So one of the decisions I made when I came in and became president of Xbox, and then the last piece, you get
Xbox President Sarah Bond, thank you so
All
much
right.
for your time.
Begone, vile man! Begone from me! A transporter of gods! The Golden God! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
So I want to start talking about the industry in general. You and Microsoft Games CEO Phil Spencer have been raising kind of the alarm that the video game industry is just not growing, and there's a real need to figure out how to...
Did y'all hear that glass break in the background? Like, they're just like, I'm not editing any of this. None of this is getting edited. We're not editing. Break the glass. Go. Keep on.
reverse that. What's causing the issue, and how does Xbox turn it around?
the last year or so, video games, largely the industry's been flat.
What do you mean it's been flat? It's because you're making shitty games. Y'all haven't brought out a good game since I don't know when, the Xbox 360 days. Xbox One was a complete disaster, not only from the VHS bullshit or the DVR, AT&T bundle you're trying to go with, but it's also that you didn't give a shit about games. Make good games, brings good money, makes good profit. Very simple. I don't know what to tell you, Sarah. Don't apply for a job you can't handle. That's it. If you don't like video games, maybe you shouldn't be president.
And even in 2023, we saw just some tremendous releases, but still, the growth didn't follow all of that.
Sarah, what tremendous releases are we talking about? Because I have yet to see any of them that are just wow, 10 out of 10s. Gotta buy this right now. Oh, it's on Game Pass? Well, looks like they're not getting $60. I have not seen a game yet. Starfield was supposed to be that game, but you failed at that. You didn't give it time to cook. Now we're letting it cook while it's out of beta. What the f*** is this shit? Shut the f*** up. There isn't any tremendous games that have came out in the market other than indie games. Get over yourself. That's the true market right there. Get over yourself. There ain't no true games you've brought out.
A lot of that's related to our need to bring new players in.
Which you completely sucked at that, Sarah!
But all of that has been happening at the same time that the cost associated with making these beautiful AAA blockbuster games is going up, and the time it takes to make them is going up.
No, it's not, Sarah. It is probably the easiest way to making games these days than any other days. You have Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine 5 is the easiest. Dude, even somebody who doesn't even know graphics and creating games and everything can do it. Don't sit here and fool yourself. Don't try and fool the community, the gaming community. You don't have to do much programming. It's not like you're going in and putting in code to make something shoot, okay? You are not doing that. You know how easy it is to import assets to give video games now? You know how easy it is to make a gun to function correctly in a video? Whatever you're saying is a completely lie, and it just shows you haven't been in the gaming industry long enough to know that it is getting easier, not harder, easier. You are hiring developers that don't want to work. They want to come into work and just play with their fingers and play with the little dangling. All they don't make games anymore. There's no making games. It takes too long when it shouldn't take this long. It should be super fast and easy. You are hiring people that don't want to work, that don't love games, that aren't interested in making games. Fire these people. Shit, stop hiring People that don't care, and they're just wanting to put an agenda in the game. Oh, we got to make them look like a tramp.
To tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience.
And so much of our focus as Xbox is about how we do things to help the industry all up.
What?
All up.
What?
All up.
What the hell are you saying, Sarah? This makes no sense.
While also ensuring that our brand, everything that we do is there through this moment of transition.
What? What the hell are we transitioning? I'm so lost.
Related to some of the trends you're identifying, earlier this week, Xbox announced the shuttering of 4 game studios. I know you're not the studio's chief, but
I feel like this is a backhand comment, but also I feel like Sarah Bond had one of the probably biggest plays in all these studios that got laid off. 100%, she had a good 100% hand in what was happening. It wasn't just Philly, but I love how she tries to deter pain and misery to Xbox users away from Sarah Bond's like, it's not your fault. I understand you're not the CFO. 100% believe she had a play in this shit. Not even joking, but also, this is also like hey, you're not the CFO, so you kind of suck. What a backhand comment.
how should gamers understand that move in terms of Microsoft's commitment to developing innovative exclusive games?
Always extraordinarily hard when you have to make decisions like that. I'll go back to what I was saying about the industry, and when we looked at those fundamental trends, we feel a deep responsibility to ensure that the games we make, the devices we build, the services that we offer are there through moments, even when the industry isn't growing.
The problem, Sarah, is that it could be growing. It's because y'all choose not to. There are so many good developers out there that have such bad developers within them that are destroying the gaming market. If you get rid of and you cut the fat out of the game developers, I think you're going to be doing great. Y'all could make some good games, and there wouldn't be any cutting to be having. You get what I'm saying? Just handle that. Do that. You'll have the good games, I promise. Make sure that they're happy with what they're making. That's it. That's all you gotta do. If they're not excited making the games they're making, the game ain't gonna be exciting to play.
And frankly, our commitment to Bethesda and the role that it plays is part of Xbox in everything we do. It's actually been pretty fantastic. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to check it out. The Fallout TV show was on Amazon, and it's been great to see people fall in love with that universe, but also what it's done for the games themselves.
Yes, Sarah, I completely agree with you how amazing the old Fallout games are doing. That's so great, but we're talking about new shit. I want new shit. New games that are great, like the old Fallouts that make you want to go back to the pastime. Y'all haven't released anything that 20 years from now I'm going to go back and be like, wow, this was amazing. This was great. Everything you've brought out lately has been a shit show. Now we only have the old shit to play. That's why we are at where we're at. That's why there's so many people playing that, is because there's nothing new to play that's out. How do you get this confused? We're talking about new games and carrying on the future of Xbox. It's not playing old shit. Man, what the?
There's some other great things that are coming from our studios later this year. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I was a big indie fan growing up. Looks like you were too.
Let's be honest, Sarah, that's going to probably be the gayest shit y'all have released out of this whole entire year. Because, it's made for modern audience. It's made for modern audience. How is the narrative director a goddamn rainbow ballet with god of shit?
To tell a new Indiana Jones story.
Jump down, and then say some fucking gay shit.
For a modern gaming audience.
I'm gay.
You should check that out.
I will not be, Sarah. Sorry, I'm not checking it out.
One of the things that was most upsetting both to Xbox gamers and to employees is that, one of the shuttered studios in particular just created a hit game, did really well on Game Pass in terms of engagement, and won a ton of awards. Shouldn't succeeding in that way ensure the future of a studio?
Look, I'm not going to play her answer because I feel her answer was probably the stupidest answer that she could probably say about any company dealing with Microsoft and Xbox, because it just don't make sense when she comes out and says that, hey, some companies just don't make us feel like they're going to be successful in the long run, when you should have been canceling 343 a while ago, and maybe some other companies that y'all have or other studios that y'all have that just hasn't been bringing out any good stuff lately. And I'm not just going to let her just run off and try and deter from what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that Tango Games wasn't good enough stuff, even though they did great on the sales and stuff, and they had good Game Pass numbers. Yes, they won awards, but no, they don't fit in the Xbox categories. It's the only Japanese. They don't like Japanese studios. They didn't like Platinum Games when they were making that Dragon Riding game, and they sure as hell didn't like Tango Games. And they felt that there was a time and a need to get rid of a studio, and they'd rather keep 343. That's what it is.
Talking further about growth, I mean, one of the key focus areas for Xbox in terms of growth, and this was also one of the key bets in the Activision acquisition, was mobile.
I'm sorry to say, anybody who's playing xCloud don't give no shits about mobile. No one cares about mobile right now. We only care about getting xCloud. If you've got a phone, why are we talking about mobile? Why are we talking about Candy Crush? Holy crap, shit.
What's the Xbox plan for future mobile gaming, and when can we finally see it?
Burn it. Burn it to the damn ground and focus on xCloud. Nobody wants to play Candy Crush right now. We want to see games. Ah, shit.
But we are that now. And so in July, we are going to be launching our mobile store experience. We're going to start actually by bringing our own first-party portfolio to that. So you're going to see games like Candy Crush and have a true cross-platform gaming-centric mobile experience.
Pretty much what I got out of all this dog shit that she's been uttering is that it sounds like Microsoft just wants to use every mobile phone as a gaming choice. They don't want us to do consoles anymore. Your mobile phone is now your game console the entire time. Which, that isn't a bad idea. But some people, like my kids, don't need a mobile phone to play your games. They want consoles. If you ain't focusing on those consoles and you're focusing mainly on mobile games, we got a problem. Fix that shit. Fix the console problem first, and then we'll talk about mobile. Candy Crush, I don't care. I'm never going to try it. Any type of mobile game, I'm never going to try it. Now, if it's xCloud, that's a different story. But mobile games, no. All right, I take it back. Hearthstone was pretty badass. I still kick some Hearthstone, all right? But that's it. That's it. That's all I'll try.
So I'm excited about it just because it's something that we've wanted to do for a long time. We've heard gamers talking about it for a long time.
Once again, Sarah, who is talking about mobile games? Not your Xbox crew. No Xbox gamers like, I want to go play a mobile game when I get home. You play the game right then and there. What is going on? No one's talking about that, Sarah. God, Sarah!
Another big discussion point in the Activision acquisition was cloud gaming and how big that market really was. When will we really see it gain traction? Is it gaining users finally in any particular regions and scenarios? How is it doing? What do people use it for?
Did this woman just ask a question about what xCloud is? Please, let me know in the comments if you watched this video and didn't know what xCloud is. But I'm going to let you know right now, it's included with your Ultimate Game Pass. So anything, your Ultimate, you got xCloud, okay? You got it. It's all over the place when you go to their website. If she's not to explain what xCloud is, oh my God. Wow!
Cloud gaming, for those that don't know, I don't know if everyone here in the audience is familiar with it, is just...
God, Sarah, we're not playing in Aztec gaming. We're not blowing on goddamn cartridges anymore. God, it's not like it's shit.
The ability to play a game natively from the cloud, so you don't need to actually have a piece of hardware in your home, and you can experience something that's AAA Xbox gaming on any device.
Then why on earth, Sarah, are you bringing your first-party studio games to PlayStation, to PC? What is the point of xCloud if you are going to do that? You're killing your own service by doing what you're doing. You want xCloud to thrive? Then make PlayStation and PC users use that xCloud service. They have the internet. Stop screwing your dang studios over and stop screwing xCloud over. Make the xCloud server a server to play Xbox games without needing a console, but then make them buy the game through xCloud so they can play the game and not lose money on that, so your studio is getting funded. You just uploading all your first-party games to xCloud, those studios aren't getting the money. But if you make it where xCloud is a $16.99 service, and then also make it where you have to buy the games, you are then funding xCloud and the game studio that made the game. And you're not shooting yourself in the foot. Who in the right mind couldn't think of this? This is the simplest thing that can do. Stadia did it correctly. Now it's time for you to start doing it correctly.
And is it growing faster than the overall market? We were talking about the market itself is down. Where is cloud gaming?
It is growing faster than the overall market, really bringing in new players and growth for us. So it's an area where we're investing more and we're excited.
But you're doing it completely wrong.
This year,
you're not
Xbox
Netflix.
For the first time that it was bringing a slate of Xbox developed games, Xbox exclusive games, to rival platforms, to Sony's PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. That obviously was a big change. It was a little bit unsettling for some of the Xbox hardware fans, but how is it going so far? Do you have any data about how the games are doing? Do PlayStation gamers really want to play Sea of Thieves?
You know, it's early days.
That's all you need to know. Is just need to see her smile and kind of laugh at it, because you know it's going down shit creek right now. That was the worst idea they could have done, and now they got to stick with it. We're sticking with it, and it's going to work out, guys.
Yet, so I don't have specific data to share. You know, as Xbox, we've been putting games on other platforms for a long time.
What? No, you haven't. If you're about to bring up Minecraft, that game was bought by another person, an indie developer, and it was already on the other consoles. You can't come out and say we're buying a bunch of games and then say, oh, but they're on third-party consoles, but we brought them to other consoles. No, that's not how that works. We're talking about your first-party games that you're bringing to the other consoles. These are the first time you've ever done it. Just because they're already on the other consoles doesn't mean that you did it.
Minecraft is available pretty much universally. You know, the teams at Bethesda have had games on other platforms. The teams at Activision Blizzard have games on other platforms.
Yup. Who put Sarah in charge? Get Sarah off the stage. She don't know what she's talking about. Get her off. Someone pull her off.
Of course, Xbox itself's heritage is in console, and you know, the energy around the console right now is a little challenged. Many of the hardcore long-term customers are worried. What do you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, first, the worry that I see is happening across the industry.
No, Sarah. It's not happening across the industry. The only one it's happening to is you, Xbox. And why start off like this? What worries me? I'll tell you right now, PC guys are not worried. I'm a PC guy. I'm not worried about gaming. I'm worried about Sony taking the market, but I'm not worried at all.
I think is a lot of what we're seeing, just industry all up. But specific to core gamers, my focus has really been on engineering and building that next generation hardware experience that really, really taps in to their needs.
Coming from the person who's only been with Xbox for what, at least 7 years now? 7 years? Dude, that ain't nothing. That's like Xbox One territory. 7 years? That's not even you being in gaming that long. That's nothing. That's you. Oh my God, this is coming from somebody. You know what also worries me? What's at the very bottom, what you were hired on for. Let's take a look real quick on your LinkedIn. Look at this, guys. Lead business development partner, management and M&A for Xbox division. Executive sponsor of Black at Microsoft Employee Resource Group. What? DEI, what the shit? This is why Xbox sucks, guys. This is why Xbox has gone downhill. Right there, right? Read it and weep. That's why. Good job, Sarah. You've taken this tank to the... Screw you, Sarah. Screw Xbox. Everything's just a natural disaster. Hopefully PlayStation doesn't take over the entire market. But whatever. I got PlayStation indie games for the win. Peace out, guys.